In this video, I would like to explain something that's called the salesman bond approximation. And the books, they do not explain it. That's the sad part. They say the method, they don't say why it works. And that's a big problem with these tests. They tell you just the formula, and somehow either they don't understand it themselves or they don't want you to understand it. So I would like to explain it very, very logical and simple what this is all about. Actually, I did not see it anywhere. I just figured it out myself. I want to share it with you. So first of all, we'll give an example, and then we'll tell you what the books tell you to do, and then we'll tell you why it works. So this is very simple, 3 steps. I'll start off with the first thing, an example. The example goes like this. It has to do with bonds. You buy a bond, and we'll make an example. You pay $90 for the bond. By the way, it's one of the things in the book. They hate to talk numbers. They just love symbolisms, and that's the worst. It means you'll never understand it because they don't want to tell you. They try to avoid the most possible to use actual examples. They hate examples. They love symbols. So I just the opposite. I hate symbols and I love examples. We'll start off. You buy a bond for $90. You pay for it. And the bond is a thing that you get from the bank, a book. And 7 years from now, the bank is going to give you back $100. That's called the redemption value. They're going to give you back $100. The price of this bond is $90. Also, you're going to get for 7 years, I'm just take random numbers, $4. Year number 1, year number 2, so we'll make things very concrete. Let's assume year 2000. You went to the bank, you gave them $90. You got this booklet. 2001, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. January 1, 2001. You did this thing January 1, 2000. That's when you gave the bank $90. The bank in turn promises to pay you 2001, January 1, 2001, 2002, 2003, 4, 5, 6, 7. The last payment will be January 1, 2007. Then you will receive your last coupon of $4. I made up this number. Again, 7 years in a row, you'll see, so altogether $28 if you want to look at it that way. Plus, you'll get $100 in the end of 7 years. So you'll get the last payment will be actually $104. $4 for the coupon, $100 the redemption value. The question goes, what is the internal rate of return? Fancy word, but I like to use plain language. It means how much percent did you make on your money? You gave $90. After 7 years, you got back $100. You got $4. It's a mishmash here. Why is it a mishmash? Had you gotten back $90 and every year $4, it means you got $4 from 90. Whatever that percent is. It's a little bit more than 4%. It's 4 out of 90. Had you given the bank $100 and got back $100, again, it would be simple. It means you got 4%. Here, you gave them 90, got back 100, and you got 4. So you can just assume that you got way more than 4%, because if you would have gotten back $90, you would have gotten 4/90. That's more than 4%, and you got a bonus of $100. So here's the question: how do we approximate how much percent you made? The exact way would be to solve for the formula of 90 times 1 plus I to the 7th power is equal to 100 plus 4 times S7. That is these two are supposed to be equal, and then you can solve for I, but this is impossible to do with a regular calculator. So we just have to use approximation. So what is the method of the salesman bond? It works like this. It tells you, I'll tell you the instructions. It's like telling you how to bake a cake, but doesn't tell you why the cake comes out good. The instructions go like this. You take your total expense, that is $90, the total income, how much did you get back? You got back 100 plus 7 times 4 is 28. So that is 128 minus 90 is 38. It's $38. That's how much you got back. It means you spent 90, you got back 128. Then you divide this by, that's the language of the books, and it doesn't make sense, but I'll explain it to you. The average investment, that means 95. Nobody knows why do you use 95. That's what the book tells you to do. It's not 100, not 90. You take the midpoint, that is 95. So the denominator would be 95. Since there's 7 periods, it's 95 times 7. So the bottom line is it's 38 over 95 times 7. That is the I, the interest per year. 38 over, and it's 665. 38 over 665. Write down on paper. 38 over 7 times 95. 38 38 over 7 times 95, 38 over 665. That's about 1 over 11. I'm sorry, that's about 40 over, about tell you approximately how much percent it is. It's about a 15th. That's how much you made, how much percent. So again, you take the total return, that is $38, because that's the 28. 7 times 4 is 28. And then you take 7 times 95, the average, you multiply it by the periods, and that's what you get for the approximation. So here the question is, that everybody loves to know, what in the world is this magic here? I'll explain it to you in very simple words. The way it works is like this. I hinted it before. Had it been, we can only know the if we have the number the same, the number that you invested, the number that you got back would be both 90, it'd be very easy to figure out, right? So let's do some kind of trick here. Let's say that the guy invested 90 and he got back 90, but we said he got back 100. So that $10, we would add it throughout the years. So instead of saying he got $4 per year, these $10, these 10 extra dollars that he got in the end, that he got all the way in the end, we will spread it out in the 7 years. That means he got 10/7 of a dollar plus the $4. So it's 4 plus 10/7 of a dollar. Like this throughout the 7 years, he got an extra $10. That would be the return for the $90 investment. Means he put in $90, he got back $90, and throughout the years he got 4 plus 10/7. That is 5 and 3/7. So we just do 5 and 3/7 over 90. 4 plus 10/7, that's each year. So it's 5 and 3/7 over 90. This approximation is off in the way because he did not get the $10 throughout the years, he got it in the end. So this approximation gives him a little bit too high rate, because if you give him the money throughout the years, not towards the end, he is better off. So this approximation gives him a drop too much. It claims that he got a higher rate of return than he actually got, because it takes this money that he got in the end, this extra $10, a lump sum, and spreads it out. So this is a bit overboard. Let's do a different method. How about we say like this? Instead of saying that the guy paid $90 and got back $100, we would say that he right away gave the bank $100 from his pocket. But since it's not true, he only gave 90, so the bank returns, instead of giving him $4, the bank has to give him back $10/7 of a dollar, because the bank only really asked him for $90, and he asked him he should give back $100, and then give him $4 per year. But this guy tells the bank, hello, I don't want to be so complicated. Let me give you 100, and this extra $10 you should return me throughout the 7 years. So instead of giving me $4, the original plan, give me 5 3/7. Because that was the original plan. I should only give you 90. I'll give you 100. You give it back to me. Clever idea. So then the approximation would be he gave 100, he got back 100, and 5 3/7 over 100. That would be the approximation of how much interest he made. However, this approximation gives him a false value, because this means that this would be only true. This approximation only true if the guy spent the $100 he spent the extra $10 and then he got it back slowly. Here he only gave 90. He did not spend the $10 in one shot. He only got back $4, but he didn't spend originally 100. He only spent 90. That means that this approximation is a bit too little. It gives us a number that's not the true number. It gives us a low rate of return that it's really a drop higher than that. What is the moral? We have two ways. Either we use the 90 in the beginning and at the end, and the bank returns the extra $10 throughout the time, or the guy gives $100 and the bank returns it. Both are false. One is false, gives it too high. One is false, gives it too low. So here comes the clever idea. We take the midpoint. We take this divided by 95. 5 3/7 over 95. It's this number here. Now guess what? What this number is. What is 7 times 5 3/7? 38. That's that number that we got before. This number 5 3/7 is composed of 4 plus 10/7 times 7 would be 38. So basically, this is the logical, intuitional reason why the salesman bond works. It's simply taking the two extremes and finding a middle point. I hope you enjoyed this video.